time comes. I take a little more time. Why don't you? That person needs love too, plus they always have food in the fridge. Oh, just leave them out. Oh yeah. Stick with Jimmy for now. Just leave. Oh yeah, Jimmy. yeah. I'll go for Jimmy. I'll leave these for the 5 o'clock lad. I'll leave these for 5 o'clock lad. So I have to go back to me. I have to go back and watch that live up. I watched it with a fine. It was kind of new. You've lost all 40 yourself. And that corner that you're trying on ain't work. You asked me a question yesterday. Why do you want me to know about my end year? Now I'll give it a riddle. 3 people will fall, I will walk away, happy as Larry. Okay? What's that? 3. Okay. Work that one out. What's your end game, Jimmy? I feel like you're that nosy neighbour. That nosy neighbour who, how can I put it? Wears his dressing down all day and his pajamas, but he's trying not to get out. That is you. I've watched you, Jimmy, for a number of years, a real number of years, and you like to float in and out of everyone's arguments, don't you? You feel like you need to get your say, but what's your say? You might as well go muck Emma Coxwell's pig style. That's how you are. You're a lackey, like proper lackey. I remember years ago, when we first interacted, when you sent me that video of what you did. You know where he's walking around his local area, need TVs round here, need TVs round here. We all know the video. Ice Cream probably knows it well. Ice Cream probably knows it very well. Now, Jimmy, remember when you were doing that and you were telling me about the information about you and Dodgy Dave and how usual ones make you dicky, but there's a little something there in it. Dodgy Dave fucked him off. Dodgy Dave absolutely turned his right side down. Dodgy Dave stays in England, Jimmy, and faces these people on his own. What do? You run to the other side of the world with a bunch of spasticated Jackie Chan looking fucking families. Don't you, Jimmy? That's what you do. Yeah, when he done that video, Ice Queen, right, and he thought he did everything out there. This is Jimmy, people. The man's a ferret. Nowhere off than a tube of grass. That's all he is a tube of grass. Yes, opinionating, gangster. Dodgy Dave turns up. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Hey, Jimmy. And you can sit there with her constantly, right? And you can put them intimidation tactics on people. But let's get something right here, right? Who supports nonsense and who supports grasses? Because I don't. Do you? I was sat there looking through a channel last night. I was thinking, you are a conspiracy gone wrong. You are literally a conspiracy. It's not like your journalism over the internet, is it, this piggy? You are going to get some years in jail, you look. I'm telling you now, you are going to get some fucking years in jail. And you see what? Like I could say it to you, Jimmy and Emma, you are a downfall, a proper downfall, because I wanted to do what you were doing. That's why I fucked you all off. I fucked every single one of you all. Shows your true colours what you really are. You're not got a nosy bunch of gobshite. You've got a delusional man who sits in a shed thinking hard as fuck. And all this has got to do with me. But let's get something right, Emma. It's got fuck all to do with you. You're just some prostitute who went to the dark man behind you. Yeah. I wonder how. You know what I mean? So don't start coming out with all this shit that you run the North East, you run this, you run that. No, you're a lackey. You're a proper lackey. You are the biggest Joey going, right? That's a fact. That's a fact. And you, Jimmy, your day is gonna come, right? Fuck what fucking Irish people have to say. Your day is coming. It won't be a week. It won't be a month. But when it happens, it happens. You are gonna end up like, out it for what you really are. For what you really are. Because we know how you, Jimmy, stuffed up last night. Why can't you go pay for work out there? I put mine out there. Why can't you yours out there? Come on, what I've done. People, all my time. That's my record straight years ago. What about you, Jimmy? You've hit so much. You've had people on. You backed it. You've slated Paddy. You got conned like Dodgy Dave. You set your own testicles alight. Well, you tried to set your own testicles alight. Your crewmates, Babs, Banter, Twisted Brick, yeah, you put them under the bridge because they weren't doing nothing for you with about, hey, Jimmy, they were doing now for you. They were doing fuck all. And you thought, I'll go my own way. I'll go in with fucking Emma Cocktail. What a shot. She's no more worse than fucking Lindsay for back. The woman, right? You know when you said Lindsay last night in the recordings, everyone sent her out back. Right? John meant well. For you. Not blocked. What? Oh, Bullock Burnett. Not Bullock Burnett. What you want to know? White tea. But when I'm watching you, and I'm watching you, keep my name on your fucking mouth. You rubber it. Your downfall. Your downfall, Will. Your downfall. You are going to be shown right? But I guarantee you. Don't think you can fucking ring me up. Right? If I chuck your breath at me, just because your house gets targeted every fucking week. Hey, you know when you're laughing at other people saying houses get targeted. Hey, proper howling. This house has just been smashed up. John Henry says he's in the jail. If we're not when your husband got put in and walked out in a fucking wheelchair, and then you all had to come out Brian's had a motor infection. He's a bit delirious. No, get off the drugs, get off the brown, get off the crack, get off the sniff, and then you probably would not be paranoid. I would probably say smoke a bit of weed, you'd be fine. You know what I'm saying? Don't start coming up here and fucking thinking you're from Cockerel. You're now got a fucking watch out all too big prosy. Because you've got fucking ankles and you can't wear heels. You sat 2 years ago and slated Paddy Conroy off. You slated Paddy Conroy off. You were red in the face. You slagged Maria Howard off. You slagged her off. And you know what? When these people show you for what you really are, I am going to have a celebration. I am going to get a £30 brass. I'm going to fuck the light clean out of there. I'm going to donkey punch her on the back of the head. I'm going to offer a bottle of champagne. And I'm going to go to Thailand. I'm going to fucking party on the beach with the lady boys. And then we're all going to congregate around with a big army and some Louis. Going to storm Jimmy's house. Headbutt the fuck out of him. You know, like Ben Atkins beating all over. I'm going to fuck you up, Jimmy, you little mug, you absolute little nipple twig. You, yes. Don't start with me, you putter boy. Honest to God. Yeah, I bet your wife's got a fucking cock, you daft cunt. Yeah, you mutter boy. You are freaking nature, honest to God. See, you, Conroy, you need your head tested. You need to go to Specsavers for one eye to look at your future and who you've got around you. That's who you need to know who you are. You need to be who you used to be, not who these fucking wrongings are trying to make you to be. That's fact. Everyone on your city used to like you. Now look at you. You sat in a fucking shed, probably fucking tickling balls teeth, right? Fucking stroking your dog with one arm, but balls teeth with the other, while you're looking at the notes on your wall with your really one eye. Why Why do you keep on looking left, fucking right, left, right, every time you change topics? You know, there's been a murder. There's been a murder, people. I'm telling you news. There's been a murder. There's been a murder. Anyways, 50 years ago. Honest to God, man, Paddy, you should be on Utrix. Remember Utrix, people, where they used to solve fucking ancient medicine fucking years ago? I think it used to be on BBC One. That's what you should be on, Paddy. You should be on fucking Utrix. Because honestly, God, you've got no Ultrix left in you. You need fucking Utrix. You'll never fucking walk alone, will you, fella? You fucking donut. That fucking fall beef in the northeast stuff, fuck all to do with you. You've got no crack of what's going on in this town. You don't have a clue. Really think I would tell you what went on? Put your letters up there, you silly old cunt. Because you've got Nick, you've got none. You've got no ambition. You're going to die on that farm. And you'll know what? I will feel sorry for you one day when you open your eyes and realise what I have told you over the years. When I've done lives and spat it, everyone's mugging you up. And you can't see it. You're never going to beat Humboldt, are you? How many times do I have to tell you? I've done it for fucking 4 years. What about you? Where are you? You're a fucking munter. Ooh. I'm human. I'm sick of them. I've kept my mouth shut for fucking long. 4.5 years. You know what, Paddy? Why don't you tell people why you sent Tony Burkett looking for me? Right, because you thought I was in with Steve Wraith. Because I backed Steve Wraith up when Tony was gone against his mother. His late mother who fucking passed away when he's saying he's going to fucking dig her up. That's why I turned. That's why I've never been one part of Humboldt Riot. Never. You speak to them on a level, but I've never been a part of them. Dodgy Dave, honest to God, much. I hope you fucking realise for when you go live and listen to things that on here, bro. You put it straight. Did it years ago. Write everything down. Watch how many fucking circles are on here. Circles has always been fucking key. Key. And I said it years ago. Even when Apollo, one of them. How many things have I got right, Apollo? You've got a hell of a lot, guys. And then come out and call you a liar. But let's get something here. Yous are all fucking liars. Yous are all delusional. Yous are all addicts. Yous are all fucking meditation. And what you're going to do about it, nothing you're going to do about it apart from, I'm going to come and smash it all out because I still got a mindset. And what if you're going to smash that out? It's bricks and fucking more. And what you going to do? Not one of you can have a fucking square go. You know what I mean? Not one of you can have a fucking square go. You little monkers. Yeah, you're just spackers, man. Absolute fucking spack. Fucking hate the lies. Come on, you've seen you got me looked after in jail. You talk some fucking shit. Shit. Well, go on then, Paddy. How did you look after me in jail? What did you get to me? Because you put the prison number out there, and everyone's trying to say, oh yeah, money got donated. I don't think they did. It was only, I think it was off YouTube, there was, let's say, I think it was about 10 to 15 pounds or 3 hours. That was it. Only people. And probably, I think as well, I think it's about. But listen, hey Paddy, you know when I went to jail last time and I'm there on E-Wing induction before I got moved to E-Wing because they didn't want me on B-Wing and they didn't want me on A-Wing. You know, because I'm a high-risk prisoner. High risk. I'm not double cat ears and all that. I'm not up to that standard yet. Still come one day. That's my ambition. To be a double cat ear prisoner like even fucking John Sayers, man. He's better than you, man. Cat ear. Oh, he's a legend in the jail, man. First person in the fucking northeast to be a double cat ear prisoner. You were broke, but you don't want to accept Amazon. I'm going to send you a book. You know when you sit there, Paddy, and you keep on grassing. Now, I've looked at this. And I'm not back to the States, and I'm not back to you. I've backed my people, my boys, my people, the women, the fucking, the ones that stay with me, the ones that talk. I've backed them now. Then we all fucked up, my own. But, let's just like, Paddy, when I've seen the evidence, I've seen the lies, I've seen information. right? Listen, you remember when I went to Newcastle, I went to Wagamama's, and I said I was having a lovely meal with someone? Yeah, that's what I was there looking for. I wanted to get well. Now, if you have a tattoo on your body, right, and you're going into a court of law, and they're trying to say that this person's got tattoos on the body and that, and from this and that, and they're really where's the tattoo? Where's the tattoos, Paddy? Where's the fucking tattoo? Where's the tattoo? Now, Paddy, where's the tattoos? That's all I want to know. Not backing them. I'm not doing like that. But prostitution, that's another thing. Because, remember when the man in Belize, tattoo man, you don't hear people speaking about him no more, yeah. And Eric that. And remember that live where Paul Ellis, you know when you were dead close pals with him, Tony? With Paul Ellis and with Tony Berg. and Porter, when I out with the all for it, you know, for what you done to it, and he took me over there, so I can't speak about it, not properly. I couldn't speak about it back then. Yeah, down. And I got a load of messages that still got to speak about it. It explains everything what Paddy the farm and what they do there, the live, the little TV organisation. Remember when I said that, Paddy? You said phone in the matter. So, everyone needs to come back and reevaluate themselves about that, right? Don't they? Oh, remember Tony, the late great imaginary Daniel Bell, or Ellis. And he's played that video, that young girl in the room, and I always said you were in there. I remember Maria, I was bringing all Ellis. He got that for every message. That was the awful problem. I will tell you how. Where do you, Paddy? Where do you, Paddy? You sit there with Saturday. You sit there with Emma Cox. What of it? One's a grass. Grasses everyone up. One's bacon. That's funny. Both Emma, Paddy. You still ain't compatible, are you? He's gonna fuck you over big time. Big time. So that's what Emma does. She's the gift that keeps on giving. She wants the limelight for herself. She wants to be a celebrity. Industry. Not what. That's what Emma is. She wants the limelight for herself, her story. She wants to put her story out there for the world to hear. When you were going on yesterday about what you were going to be important of quiet. Her words were, got this poster, wanted to, the one person beat out Emerson's story. Now, on the right thing, on the right thing. Why would you leave your story in the right thing? Cause so much trouble at all. Please trouble to it all. What one of the small markets want. Why would you want to fall that? Read a woman's story out like you don't do it. You don't do it at all. Loyal to the core, the word Emma. The loyal core. Here you know like it. Like back. You've also got to remember Emma. Remember when Paddy was in Tulsa? Wasn't Yami B there too? If you go and watch them Channel 5 documentaries about prison, you go to the Tulsa. There's Yami B. What I would like to do, Paddy was there. He's right. It's TP. My mate TP. Very good walk. Like doing with this is what I'm trying to say to people. These are call me and all that. But when Steve West set me on that path, let's go look for Northeast. I wanted to engage with what these are doing. I didn't want to get involved. I wanted to know more. I wanted to know more. I've learned so much. I've learned that much. This. It's a waiting game. It's a waiting game for you. Right? Real gangster doesn't come up there. Real mate. Real person. Do. And a real person doesn't get off the stand in the police eye, get killed, and isn't that right? So you need to actually realize what you're doing, right? We all remember Apollo and what you've done back in the day, Emma, innit? What you've done back. Remember when I wanted to move away from Bride, you played the story, you and Maria, you tried to find out who it was. That's all lies. You speak to that many people, it's already been qualified by Maria Howard. Now I know all that. And when I really wanted to fuck you off was it showed up with way before, no, before Robert Black was I think it's time for a birthday drink, Cash, and the break, eh? Ooh! So I'm gonna go out through the board now. Just show that clip before now. Oh, it was a fucking heavy card, eh? Guys, listen, I've got a migraine, so that's the only reason I'm wearing these things, yeah. Got a migraine this morning, so I refuse to even take a paracetamol days for migraines. And I am broke, so I had to kill the budgie, and I buy him a t-shirt with a budgie cage. Okay, what am I doing this video for? The live Paddy Convoy isn't happening. And the reason it's no happening, look at the camera and saying it, guys. The reason it's no happening is because I'm the only person that I know of that's produced my both actors, and I say there's a lot of players that was private there. Yeah. I'm the only person this whole corner is gonna, everybody wants to see it, email the focus quoted. Didn't fuck you on me, one this, couldn't care less. To have Paddy Conroy won alive. Paddy, I don't know how many times I've to prove, yeah? You're a grass, okay? You're a decent former. Your own boys call you a grass. Your own family call you a grass, yeah? So for the Harry Fuller thing, you made one mistake, yeah? With the Harry Fuller thing. Contacted it as a crow would fly from your house. It went to the Mayaki saying that was where I love Paddy. It was 10 steps ahead of you, okay? He did make several emails, correct? Regarding the Harry Fuller. Tried their best, get me locked up. He then went into Hexham Police Station, reported me for a non-crime, which he admitted last night when I lied. Okay, so I don't know how many times I need to prove you're a grass, you're a decent former, you're not an old school villain, and for me to do a live, do all your days, show us this new act where you're going to get arrested for Harry Fuller, yeah? Why don't you show us all the emails, yeah,
you've sent to the police about it. Why don't you heck somebody up again when you're in the police and report it to lie? Yeah. I don't know how many times you emailed the police about me, Barry. I'm going to say you've easily emailed the police probably over 20 times about me, myself, yeah? As I tell you, I would explain the Harry for a while time, yeah? But I'm not going to explain nothing to you. Because you know why? And I've had your own subscribers, yeah? No names mentioned, guys. So I tell you, confidentiality is everything. Supposing I like the person or I don't. But your own subscribers asking, Paddy, what are you hiding? Why are you not showing anything? So you want me to do a live, yeah? On Andrew Goins' channel, which I've prepared today, Paddy, yeah? If you bring your paperwork, yeah? You prove that I'm a liar, yeah? You prove that I'm a liar. You prove you never lost visit rights to your kids, yeah? You prove to everybody that I'm a liar. The court never went in Maureen's favour over that child spam. That's why I'm asking you. You prove that, yeah? You prove. You're not going to be able to do that, you bad. Because we know all you've done is covered your dirty tracks for a lot of dirty years, okay? And at that time, now, nothing to tell in me, Paddy, but you know what? I'm not going to waste any more of my life. No idea. I see it on a daily basis, yeah, which I could share with everybody. But I was so engrossed, like when it came to Decca Egg, I was so engrossed in showing everybody I wasn't telling any lies, just like I was with you. Yeah, we're not going to get anywhere with you, Paddy, are we? Because like Decca, the grass, Decca's a grass, yeah, out in the grass. Don't know how many times they reported me to the police. Don't know how many times they reported Danny Chris to the police. He's an out and out grass, yeah? Just like yourself. So, as for the live, me, you, Andrew Boyd, Radio Barbs, yeah? Unless you're going to produce your actual Paddy, yeah? You can get them emailed to you very quickly, yeah? Your Sarah's Law, not really interested. Not really interested because I don't believe what we do there was there, muck your fingers up at you. You know what I mean? I'm only joking, being a wee bit sarcastic here, I'm not being horrible to you, but there's only so many times I can prove you're a grass. Your family's calling you a grass in the jail. Your boys that you call them are calling you a grass in the jail, right? What's the point of me going on and arguing with you for something I can't do? And you're not going to produce nothing. You're not going to produce nothing. I want you to prove me a liar. Court that Maureen never won that court interdicting, and she so you couldn't see your own kids. I can prove I've never been arrested. You've heard it for yourself. For child abuse or anything. There's a small clip cut off one of Decker's videos where Decker's brother had clipped it, yeah? Decker's brother said in a Sarah's Law or a Claire's Law with Decker, I said, and what did it say? I knew what it said, yeah? And he said, they come back saying, I went, you're a liar. He went, I'm not a liar, blah, blah, blah. I said, what they said to you was they weren't going to disclose any information to you, okay? Because it maybe put victims in harm's way, okay? I said to you then, yeah, waffle heat, diet chips, waffle heat, what do you call them, Barry Hegg. I said to you, well, it's not my kids that's got to have the chance of being raped by my mother. Something along those lines. You then cut that clip and made it sound like I'd accused, I'd said I was going to rape your kids. That's what you done there. So, it was pretty hard, guys, because when I went against Danny Chris, who's in jail, never the fish finger to his name, he was forgotten, okay? I carried on, regardless, every single day, I nipped away, yeah? A wee bit at a time, every day. speak to people speaking genuinely and explain to them, okay, you don't believe me, why don't you try this? Or why don't you say you want to take a friend next door, see what happens? And at one, it took a lot of time, yeah. It didn't take a couple of months, it took a lot of time. I succeeded, yeah. Danny Christie can take all the praise for it in the world, yeah, if he wants. I couldn't care. If he wants to take the praise for the whole Decca thing, give it to Danny. I'm not interested. As I say, I never met Decca. Donna never met him. He had my address since 2019. He knew where I stayed. And the big bare-knuckle boxer that he was didn't have the balls to come to my door. Simple. Because he knows what happens when you step over and go and Scotland. With me. So, that's the kind of script with Decca Egg. Back to you, Paddy. Yeah? So, the lie isn't happening unless you're going to prove that I'm a liar. Unless you've got to prove that I'm a liar. You can't prove you're not a grass. Everybody knows you're a grass, yeah? Your own boys, your own family, everybody knows you're a grass. You put pictures up there saying, no, it's my family, no. It's an old picture, mate, yeah? You didn't see your grandkid, you didn't even know the name of it. You can fool some people, but you can't fool everybody, okay? And I'll let you know, I love something else. Since you started 5 years ago, every single word you've said is documented, but and I mean every single word. All their life you've taken down, all be documented, every word for word. But these two people, professional people, not to do with Steve Ray for nothing. Two professional people, yeah, not to do with Police either. Word for word, everything's noted that you've said years, okay? You created the problem between me and the Freemans, yeah? You get them to come and allegedly damage my house. Okay? Tony Burke could come in and say, Paul Ellis in your favour and slash my name. Slash my tyres. It wasn't my tyres, my Jeep tyres. So you had people doing you favours, yeah? Okay? So the life's not happening, Paddy, unless you can tell everybody that you can prove me to be a liar. You never got a court interdicted, so you couldn't see your own children. That's all, yeah? You're actors, Paddy. You need to show something. You can't pop out for 5 years shouting to see everybody else's, mate. No show any tears. Fair's fair, yeah? But you're not going to do it, are you? And at that, Paddy, you can say you won. You can say you won all you want. I'm finished with you, mate. I'm not going to waste any more of my life. You're a police informant in grass, yeah? You couldn't see your own kids. And I believe you blame your son for downloading child images, okay? And that's why the big fallout came. That's my belief. You prove I'm lying, get your actions out. Know your criminal record with the 4 kilo amphetamines missing. Yeah, ain't we going to notice that? You were out license, you could go before knives. Paddy, sorry. 4 knives you could call me. You're out license. What happened to them? I'm not going to get in a big deal and all that. I'm not going to get in that, yeah? We'll let the dead rest in peace, Paddy. But that's all to say to you. They do. Share the video. I'm just got to say, Paddy's won. Okay, there you go, Paddy. You happy? Paddy, going loud, it's beat humble. Okay, I'll give you that. Hey, Paddy, you have a nice day, okay? You're always going to be what you're always going to be. That's never going to change. You're alive up there. Take care, okay? You take care. By the way, the renovations, the cottages, are not up to standard. Okay? Have a nice day. What's going to happen? I don't need to know these things. But somebody asked me the other night there, how did I think this was going to end? And I said it's going to end with a couple of people dead. Okay? Roadrunner Kate Taylor. Are you still advertising on Facebook for babysit work? We're doing babysitters here. Take it easy. Paddy doesn't come out his caravan unless he's in the shed or now in the polytunnel. Tell you what, you'll never see him walking about Newcastle live. That's a fact. That's a fact. He's got your subscribers, yeah. He's got you all fool. He thinks I'm living in a fucking jungle. I was to turn my camera on right now, yeah. There's a few folk in my balconies that don't want to take their privacy. You can hear the noise in the background, yeah. The place never stops. Never stops. It's that bad. It's that fucking warm some days. You have to come and have a pick up with fucking cat up. Because the heat's just ridiculous. Roadrunner, Kate Taylor. How much do you charge for 2 kids babysitting for 6 hours? Mark and Diana. Cumberland. Right. Fucking chat's going crazy here, guys. Just.
Oh, there's 15 minutes. I'll be right. What were you saying there? I'd asked some of the staff, like, if he was alright and that, and they said there's fucking no wrong with him. No, I think it's about the 2-inch mark, but these had said that he was, apparently face is held together, and the worst flashing that they've ever fucking seen. Some bullshit. My fucking code, they opened somebody up, man, and the fucking staff. The staff was doing a 24-hour watch on here, if you remember. Yeah. Time ago in the first cell. And he said he nearly killed that Java, opened him up from Corey, right down his face, right down his neck, and just missed the jugular. Right. So, yeah, but nah, fucking everybody says he's alright, there's no wrong with him. Well, after we knew, but I know there was fucking helicopters and all that over there, but they tried to see he was transferred, right? Because I think a member of staff got in the middle of some and he so that's probably what that was for. What that was for. I know, well, they were trying to see, he went from one hospital, then transferred to another, the armed guard was lying in intensive care. That's why it's grown from Franklin popping a little Newton and saying, nah, gosh, it's just a little 2-inch mark. But, no, they do, they live in a fantasy world, I'm telling you. I know. I'm pleased you've took it. I was going to say, I'm pleased you've took it like you know that the comparing is to Decker Heggie and Rose Westmount. And Decker Heggie, I just can't get over that. Fuck me, man. No, funny as fucking lad. Can we have a Claire's law and a Sarah's law? Please get it done. 9/12/87, and you've got my name. You put one of my old addresses on there and all, get it done, please. And bear in mind, though, right, the shared chronicle thing, right? Now, this is, because of who I was, I'd only done 3 weeks or 3 months in the jail. I was in and out, by the way. Alright, yeah, man. That's that funny, because if you actually read the article you shared on the first page, it tells that I went, like, on the 8th of February remanded, and I didn't get out until fucking December. So that's the funny old 3 weeks, do you know what I mean, for being a fucking grass and that as well. But, oh no, they are the fucking legends, I'm telling you. Yeah, man. Oh, wow.
Every morning at 6 o'clock, I'm fucking on the ball all day, every fucking day, and I've got a fucking muppet like this, because she's got a fucking problem with somebody without showing any proof. Yeah, what if I've got yellow fucking teeth, Ding? The bigger picture is looking very, very clear. But yeah, I think Albert is capable of taking over John and Ben's demon. Not going. So I think you're going to wear above the stations there. 40. Okay? I think if you're away above the station there, mate, or somebody that says I'm in height, David, since the last time we were in Paddy's shed, which was 4 or 5 years ago, I didn't know anybody could get any fucking water that you could, yeah? That shows you don't do any exercise whatsoever, yeah? I've got 20 year on you, okay? I'm 32 waist, mate. 14 stone, under it. 14 stone. I can do 10 kilometres of fucking fun. Yeah, I've got 20 years on you. And you call yourself a big man, a fine man, you're nothing. You're nothing. You're nothing but fat grass. You're a police informer. Your wife's sister is a copper. There's too much pillow talk going on there in the background, David. You with me? Tut tut, David. So anyway, guys, hang on, questions here. No, you're on eight boxes. That's our people. It's on too long. Road runner, why is Kate Taylor got sex on his mind 24/7? Oh, Kate Taylor was a guy. Was it a woman? A Paddy, yeah, that was his exact words. Wasn't it Paddy? So that's my backup. Then we went on a live with me. But I didn't get in between that. These boys popped an email, right, a face cut wide open. If she didn't get a slim toe. Ain't that right, Paddy? So what a fucking investigation started. You carry on. Be very careful, Paddy, because everything that you've deleted has been documented. Yeah. And I mean every single word. Every single word that you've been said has been documented. And I'm not just talking to somebody with a fucking iPhone 6, iPhone 8. I'm talking proper documented. Okay? Every single word. Okay? So you can play up your hernia and everything else all along, but it's got to get you absolutely fucking nowhere if you came to court. Because what you've said, yeah, and I've said some bad things on the internet, yeah. At the time I said you're fucking great. That was because I just been told to put my windows in when I was abroad, yeah. And the woman, the kid was in the house herself. I was fucking raging, and any fucking guy who didn't feel the same anger as me isn't a guy, yeah. And if I was to think about it too much again, I'd say the exact same words again. And I would regret none of them. I'm not proud of what I said that night, but if I was to think about it again, I'd say it again. If it's happening again, I'd say it again. I'd say it 3 or 4 times so every couldn't hear me. Yeah, cowards. Absolute cowards. Couldn't come to a man's house and the man was in the house. Had to wait till the man was out of the country. Stayed in the house there for 3 years. Yeah, went in every day. Not one he's came to my door. Not one he's. And the one that did come to my door came the night was at Newcastle. One finals at Newcastle. Not one he's at the balls. So I told him, he said, maybe come to the door. So maybe put in the window. So when they get the 4 mile, yeah, they balanced 3 rocks, or I had a hit fucking run right off. And if you don't believe me, phone stuff like that's the best fucking police driver. If I can drive them off. And they'll run you right off the rocks. And they'll watch you bump. Just like that. Just like that. Everybody's saying, who am in the run for? Who's got to come look for me? Even Hislop, yeah? The fat cunt can't get in and out of jail. He's put about 8 stone on in 5 years. Who else has got to come for me? Toothless? No, he's scared of steel. He's scared of steel, yeah? He's not got to come in. So who else is going to come in for me? Yeah? Who else? I've got my foot inside the house here. The petrol cans not on for. Nobody see them for a while. So who else is going to come in for me? I'll tell you what, see if I'm a big, I've got a bigger surprise for them than they will ever fucking have to see coming. Okay? I'm not talking folk that just jump about in cars and shout out windows. Yeah? Tie them up fucking knots just for a laugh. And I'll ridicule every single one of them. Someone said Miss Scotty's been sleeping with my can. Man, laugh. When they surprised me, running about the Gallagher, wasn't it? When they surprised me. That's get right to you, a fucking 10. That's what he starts when he ends up in a Scottish prison. That he thinks they can just keep giving information to Northumberland Constabulary, stop him going to a Scottish prison. We'll use him for a wee while, and then off he goes. And he better hope he doesn't go to Boathouse. Or bar. Best place he could hope was with his shots. Jason Wilson, can anyone imagine being in a gang with Barry Conroy, who was found with spam when he's hard-bodied, films himself walking into these stations? This is the thing, mate. I've sent that video to them all. Him admitting his email cops got me arrested, walked into fucking Exham police station live. I've sent it to them all. And do you know what they'll have to say? No, not a word. But yeah, they'll say things in the jail stuff. Rock on my dirty grass in the jail. He thinks he's got a figure number one in that jail. They'll call him a dirty old grass. They'll find out if you're around it, up in there. Yeah. His old mucky fingers will be bleached. You'll find out what they'll think about in there. Dirty boy, Davy. How you doing, dirty boy? Best dirty boy from Paris. I don't mind dirty boy. It's not too cheap. Harry Holiday, Kazer's mother. A dog laugh. I don't know who that is. It's the same names here, guys, so you hear me. That was secrets. Can you imagine a baking syrup? Jimmy Savile. Hang on, mate. And Jimmy Savile is calling the shots. East of York. Well, they are. What was fucking Jimmy Savile got away with, yeah? He even get the fucking the keys for the fucking mental home. Some of the things that on people died, we got to repeat. But I believe, looking at that documentary about him, I believe every fucking word about him. But Bob, Jimmy Savile was great, yeah. Jim will fix it for you. Of course he fucking will. Mark Mitchell, don't mind you either. Never kidding me. So I'm going to leave you there. Oh, I see Bird chatting his minions in another channel talking shit. I don't know. Hey, Mark, I don't know you. I'm not going to get in you. Your loyalty party, that's fine. No, I don't need all that. You've got nothing bad to say with me personally. And I'm going to keep it that way. I think I have people that can respect other people, you know, opinions, without slandering each other. I think that's the way forward, personally. So, as far as Mark Mitchell concerned, I know you're probably got with baddies, but that's probably me and my humour. So you should stay away. I say, keep it sensible. Don't mention folks' kids, where they work, any of that shit. Or just walk simple. Just let's stick to men. Let the men fight the men and the women fight the women. Disclosure TV is Miss Scottish shag. That's what my fan was. I don't know. Would I put money on it? I'd put a nifty 50 on it, aye. I'd put a nifty 50 on it in shagging. Or sure. In fact, I'm feeling generous. I'd put a fucking a big note on it. He's shagging it. I'm not wanting to say what I'm doing in the car. Yeah. Because I don't want the next one to say he was hauled over and lost his license because last that I just spoke something. And lost his license because of me, yeah. But then I know what they're doing in that car together. And no, I'm not going to contradict myself, but I used to do it myself. So they're getting allowed just run about day with the day. That shows you, yeah. That shows you. It's alright till something gets killed. That's when it goes tits up. That's when there's inquiries. Did any of you ever know about the police informer they used back 2000? What coping this guy? I think it was 2017, 2008. There was a guy, Gates, in charge of it, I believe. And they used a convicted, you can Google this. Just put in convicted child rapist used as police informer for Northumberland Constabulary. He used a 2 times child rapist, yeah, as a police informer. Paid him just under 10 grand. Pennies under 10 grand to work as a police informer. And I believe, don't quote me on this again, as I say, for some bits I remember very, very clearly and some little bits, but I believe every bit of evidence they used for court was never used in court. And he was also, don't quote me on this again, he was also allowed to carry out another 2 sexual assaults. And there was a big inquiry into it. Northumberland Constabulary came out and said, what they done was success. If they were ever to do it again, they would do it again. Do you fucking tell me if that's right or not? Just Google it. Child rapist, Northumberland Constabulary, police informer. Say for everybody to read. Think of David Gates in the news report. Read it. David Gates, I heard his nephew, he was also a fucking dealer, giving information until he was no good, and all the time. So we use you for so long, they can't use you for any longer, or they can't cover your tracks. Read it up, guys. Look into it. David Gates, convicted child rapist, paid 9,800 or something, just under 10 grand, allowed to carry out another 2 sexual assaults. They called it a success because they brought down a Muslim grooming gang, even though they never used one piece of evidence they gathered in court. So you fucking tell me how that was a success, and you tell me who's making these decisions, yeah, at Northumberland Constabulary for that to be a success. You tell me. Anybody can check this up, guys. It's common knowledge. I think it was 2017, 2000, there was a big inquiry into it. They had to make a public statement. And they said the government used the tactic again. And that's funny, isn't it? Convicted child rapist allowed to go and carry another 2 sexual assaults, and everybody together what was abused, they just under 10 grand from half from taxpayer money. You tell me if that's right. If you don't believe me, just Google it, guys. Go and do that, you can see it yourself. John Carr, I think Paddy has a line. You can see what he likes. Anyone else can get an off the door. I'll tell you something else, John Carr. Right? He gets his license back in what, a couple of months, and he's still smoking that. Right? Now, I was going Grassman years ago, smoke dope, right? Okay, it's illegal. Right? I can tell you, a couple of months to get his license back, and he's on that right now. Right? First time that part traffic was here, pull him again, I've got a test, test positive for cannabis. And see, after a couple of times, yeah, they'll get a bigger ban, which would be hit by a year ban or whatever. Got an 18-year ban or a 2-year ban, and then the next time he gets in jail. The reason how I know, that's what fucking happened. Yeah, that's what happened. I tested positive for drugs twice after getting chased. First time it was a dangerous ride, I got banned. Then the first time I tested positive for drugs, it was the drugs that fucked me. I ended up a 5, then a 7, then a 10-year ban. That's when I got my jail time. So, there's something for you to think about, Paddy, yeah? Every time you drive with the gates, all the snitching you're doing and everybody, yeah? You're going to be snitching on you. Doesn't matter where you go. Every time that police car sees you, they're going to stop you, dig you. As soon as that bit of cannabis comes up your mouth, up again, you're banned up, go again, and then you get in jail. Got away with it twice. You get 2 bans, and then you go in jail. I'm talking through experience here, Paddy. Yeah. So, you have to fight, Paddy. Keep the license. I'll fuck the fucking license off and say fuck you. I'm just going to keep the fight for the rest of my life. Because you've not got 2 options here. Yeah. Traffic offence, Paddy. You can do ass what you want. Because if it comes to traffic offences, you're fucked. Other don't use those lives at risks. Okay? So I told you, go and get your legs because that's prostate cancer. It's shining up that leg of yours. When they say that, my grandpa had the exact same problem as you. He gets up the same problem with his leg all the time. Same time, just like your leg. Yeah, you're playing with the cat flap. What do you do with the cat flap? Your prostate check. I'm not saying that out of hatred. I'm giving you advice. Jason Wilson, that was in you. I want to wet and wild and Paddy. Wet and wild. I don't know, it's security guys, wet and wild, I'm not there for. I'm learning something tonight. Getting some names here later, man. Told you for the trip, mate. Great, Jason, okay. Hey. You know what? Don't hate me for that, mate. I'm going to delete that. Because I'll tell you why. It's not true. It's not true. If they did create kids, 2 of them were underage. The other one was, okay. Bear in mind, his right to rape my kids. Yeah. What's worse? So, that goes. Remove that comment, yeah. I don't want to block you. Just remove the comment. I'll tell you what, what I said, mate, say it right, because all it does is fuck it. You're a noise protector. Mate, for Dave the hate, fuck shit, any moment. So, ban you that into me. Okay? See you later. There you go. You can't bully me into thinking some, yeah. I know who they are. You're not going to be bullying me into your marriage. Okay? Yeah? That's the kind of thing. Maria Howell. Yeah? The fucking true media and all that shit. Okay? So, I'll try to do something. I was asking her something on video. Jackie, that's what it was. Mate, can you get me on TikTok? If you're on TikTok, I'll find you. On TikTok. Instagram. I need Richardson's address. Okay. Somebody that's chatting. The same man that can cover the book, bang, get him. I need a favour from him. He owes me a couple. Get me? Just tell him it's red. The moment. Close to the thousands up. Beside me. It's in my car. Right, guys, I'm not here out. 2 minutes. Get running in. I don't want to keep going up orbits and running in circles. Shiny bullshots. Fucking this and that thing. Not one of them. Face the man himself. Not one of them. Face that man himself. That's a fact. So many videos outside the garbage driving by 50 miles an hour. Makes them look like you. Not one of them will put face him. Ain't that right, Johnny? Ain't that right, Benny? The last time you put up, Benny, you were putting the fucking hair out yourself. Yeah? Asking why you were got into it all. What you forget, Benny? Johnny, you changed the notes for a few things, didn't you? Yeah? So these are all your blame plus. You need to put a stop to something. So guys, here's how you like. And guess what we algorithm of likes. And the likes. And the dislikes are sure. Yeah, you get the note for something. With the shit. It's funny how something happened in 2009. All it. That was something totally detached from you. That was something totally brilliant. Johnny. Anyway. Let's see if it doesn't stop. What big name diggers, yeah. What's the Windows Day? Another one, press 1. The small dollar name. Okay. What else am I going to create a lot actually? Paddy, one more question. Wow. How did you know pretty much nobody? Why did your family let you do this? I'm going to leave it to that, Paddy. And here's my love to you, my vote to me, okay? Nobody shoot Paddy's dog. It's issues, but there's a few more guys. They have to go. Unless it's a fucking grumpy area, you'll never know. But they have to go. Everybody else, and Emma, yeah, the motorbike for sale. Strange how it goes to one of the ones. Who sets fire to a fucking bin liner in a skip? Trying to get fucking attention again out of Emma. I hear there was a name shout in the background. Keep playing it. One of the keep hearing a name being shouted. Interesting. Previous informed guys. The big fella in the car. Big Bob. Obviously Big Bob. Who else? OG. Jojo. Oh, wait a minute, guys. One more fucking thing. Okay, this grass. Yeah. This fucker is taking up. Change his medications. He's the only one in Britain. An email to Donald Trump to say that I've been putting in bodyguards under some fucking sort of stress or something. Yeah, right, Jimmy. Make sure Donald Trump's got to read your emails. You fucking absolute wait. Oh, there's an email for Jimmy. It's a better read today. Yeah. Oh, Jimmy Dawkins. Crashes on this place. Look, the fucking tin hot in Thailand. Fucking dead cheesy. Pick up Donald Trump. Oh, listen, look at the white security post guy. Size the email. Trump. Didn't write that shit. That, Jimmy, that's in the documentary. I'm sorry. That's in the documentary. Hello, Donald. Jimmy Dawkins here. Crashes on his post, yeah. The man called him Brian. Yeah. He's put one of your security guards at risk. He's at risk, yeah. He's not using simple name. I'm put him at risk. See you there, Jimmy. The fucking case. I can't believe that Jamie Boyle knows now who did his house, but they've not been arrested when I got arrested straight away. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, even me, I had nothing to do with it. I didn't even know it was happening until after the fact, until after it had been done. Do you know what I mean? That's how close me and Emma are. That is the truth. I didn't even know about that job until after it had been done. Emma must have everybody's phone number of that corner of YouTube. Everybody. She talks to everybody on WhatsApp and fucking group chats and cause nothing but trouble. I don't win them, mate, because they're just nothing but trouble, aren't they? But yeah, she just talks to too many people with problems in her life, and that's why she don't know where anything's come from. Do you know what I mean? She just talks too much, she does. But what can you do about it? It's the way she is, isn't it?
Wow. We have to upload it, it's not the line. I can hear it.
Will you even think Jimmy's just, to be fair, I don't know if he's doing it on purpose, just using Emma to get views, because you know, you do get a lot of, get more subs when you're involved in all that North East crime shit, don't you?
Keep them all from
He's got a girlfriend all life, he's not with his wife anymore, he's been with his girlfriend about 2 years, she's fucking crazy, proper crazy, she gives him a lot of shit, like. There's someone who follows Paddy Conroy and Emma called Marie, and it's only a 2-year-old account, and I just keep thinking that that's Paula Benny, mate, I really do. But Paula Benny, come on. Well, Paula makes it out like she just did it just to get info on you, like dirty little spag and shag someone just to get info on them, do you know what I mean? She introduces all the kids to everyone, that Paula, she's crackers, I'm way behind with voice notes, so I went on to the door. I never trusted True Me, Jimmy, you know, I don't know, there was something about him. I don't know what it was. Do you know when you just get feelings about somebody? And I just got that feeling about True Media.
I actually thought that when I told Emma about all that owl stuff, I thought she'd do a video about it actually, and she hasn't. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I thought she would, because she knows that you told me about it all and that, and I thought she would have done a video to you about it to prove that it's not true, but she hasn't. She's also told me that she's got somebody else coming on the panel. Apparently, her friend's daughter's friend was attacked by John Henry Sayers. Apparently, I don't know if it's true or not. John, have you got the court date yet for John Henry Sayers? Because I know them what happened. And they're all saying that it's going to be in London, but how do they know it's going to be in London? Because it's not been in the papers, it's not on law pages that it's going to be in London, the court date, so I don't know where they're getting it from. She won't be stuffed for reading it out, because Rhonda didn't get stuffed for it, did she? And Paul Ellis didn't go and get me arrested for it, neither did he when I went and did one on him and said that he was clean. She'll just block me and I'll never get told anything. So it's just useless, really. You know, if she keeps telling me to block you all the time, actually, I might tell her tonight that I'm going to block you, just to shut her up. She keeps saying blocking. Why I'm not scared of talking to people over the internet. I'm not a pussy or hook, you know what I mean? I don't know why she says blocking. It doesn't hurt to talk to people over the internet, but it does do with some people. Well, she's off licence now, isn't she, Roxy? Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? On the ferry, so I haven't got a clue what the story is. I don't even know if he was. Oh yeah, he was. Clue what the story is. I don't even. But then he told me he went on the ferry, so I haven't got a clue what the story is. I don't even know if he was. Oh yeah, he was there, weren't he? Because he did the posters, didn't he? He did put posters up in there, didn't he? 100%. I know they're all snippers. This is what I know about you. A long time ago, though, to Ryan's to do a video, but yeah, I know 100% that she was doing that day. So I do know that she has caught, but no, she'll hide it from me though, won't she? Because I'm like, she's pretty chicken on, I know I'm a dickhead, but do you know what I mean? I only smoke weed, I don't take class A drugs, do you know what I mean? I'm just a pothead. She stopped smoking weed as well, and she has lost a lot of weight, but she's telling me that it's off that pens, you know, the injection pens. I'm not really about that. Nah, Gary with a big suitcase, and then he wanted to leave the house on a Sunday or something, and he said he went to the pub, but she thinks he went to eat. With him, and he had loads of money. That's all I got told about that.
Now get your humble brainless Jones from a band. Smash the back door cleaning. That's what your humble brainless Jones. If you can't still walk, can I? Telling you, man. You burned Amanda. She was sucking my big toe and she likes feet. She was licking my big toe. Smash the back door cleaning.